All right, so we are the first team for the Ambient Light Network. We will be handling the network interface for this project. And as the other team iterated, we are planning on removing cables from any sort of communication between two computers. So the part that we will be taking care of is getting the packets from the internet, forwarding them over to the other team. They will transfer the data through the Light network. We will receive it on the other side and pass it on to the computer that sent the request in the first place. So we will be doing this by having the major box and a minor box, which is just what we're calling it for now. The major box will take care of receiving the data from the internet and sending the data to the internet. And everything should be transparent in between the major box and the minor box. It'd be the same thing as if you had only one router and one wire connecting everything together. The minor box will receive the packet back and put it all together to send it to the computer that sent the request. So two things that we're trying to accomplish here is to have a data rate of at least 10 megabits per second. And we will be measuring this through the data rate and as well as through a packet loss. If we receive a packet, we should be able to forward it with no packet loss optimally. We also want to have both the network to be IPv4 and IPv6 compatible. So our setup right now for testing, we have two BeagleBones acting, one as the major box, one as the minor box, and they're receiving the packets, forwarding them over, and seeing that it connects, and the computer that is passing the information to and from the internet, it has no knowledge of it.
And then just want to say what each person did. So I focused main on PCB design. So we're hoping to, right now we're using BeagleBone Black for our testing, but we're hoping to make our own board to then make a smaller form factor and everything for our final design.
I'm Derek. I worked on the box design. We're really trying to create an enclosure that both decreases our footprint and gives us the amount of security that we're going for.
I'm Joseph. I also work on the box.
I'm Kenneth. I worked on the power supply for the system.
Any questions?
This may be a question coming from ignorance, but educate me on the differences between your boxes and fiber optic endpoint boxes out there already.
There essentially is, they're supposed to act as the same box. Because we're transferring through a different medium, we're doing the light instead of a cable, the processor and the internet should have no knowledge that there is a difference in between them. So we're masquerading.
Essentially, going from the Ethernet switch, it'll go into our box, and from there, it'll go into the combination of our box and Team 2's box, which will deal with the whole light processing of it. And so that from that Ethernet switch to the, say, the processor, like in a server, then there's as if it was a cable connected between the two of them.
And what are you doing unique in your box separate from fiber?
Essentially, what the box is doing is sniffing the packet, so you get each part of the packet, like from the header, the source destination, and where it's coming from, so that we know that when we pass off to Team 2, it's going to get sent to then the correct node on their side. So since they're talking about how specific relay will send to a specific node, they need that information to know which one needs to go to. So we're going to get that information and then pass off to Team 2, so they'll know where the packet needs to be sent to then get to the correct processor.
So it says IPv6 compatible. Are you using an Ethernet port to communicate from, I guess, your separate box to, I don't know, the processor you mentioned here, or is it? I guess it's not clear like what the interface is.
The major box should be, we're planning on connecting it through a fiber line.
So you have a fiber line to this box to the LED, and then on the other end you have a photodiode with another fiber line to.
Yeah, fiber or Ethernet, whichever. Either one will be able to take care of it. Yeah.
What is the distance and communication for these that you have?
Distance as in over the light, or
Yeah.
It'll be the same. So the light part will be taken care of by Team 2, so the same, hopefully 1 meter. Yeah. Any other questions?
Any more questions?
Okay, thank you.